I'm going to do Leo. And today, the planets that are affecting Leo are, well, Mars, which is in Leo today, and can bring an intensity to creativity, leadership, and self-expression. Other planets that are currently influencing Leo are Saturn and Aries, which can influence practicality and responsibility and foundations of your life. Neptune and Aries, which can add some spirituality or imaginative dimensions to your actions or cause confusion or illusions. Uranus and Gemini, which could bring about unexpected shifts in communication, ideas, and social circles. With that in mind, today I'm going to be working on shadow, a shadow that Leo's inner child wants them to know about. What is a shadow that Leo's inner child wants them to know about? What's a shadow that Leo's inner child wants them to know about? Oh, this one's coming out. Oh, two of them. And the messages and strength. Messages and strength. Communication. The mood is quick, fast, and cerebral. Look at your situation from many different sides. Be light on your feet and make sure you have all the information. If not, be ready to research, investigate, translate, meditate, check your facts, and learn. 13, strength. What I think is, is that you need to see that this is your strength. Maybe you don't see this as one of your strengths. You see it as a weakness, just as since it is in, it may be tempting to take over. Yes, it's time for you to shine, but bring everyone along with you rather than dominate them, or you may be left high and dry once this game is over, since it was in the reverse. When a quick mind is not connected to the heart, it can cause trouble. Watch out for the busy hamster wheel of the mind, shallow thinking, scattered, dishonest, or glib approaches, and mistakes when made in a rush. So your shadow today is really wanting you to focus on this. Are you jumping the gun on things? Are you getting upset easily? Clarify this. Clarify this for Leo, please. Three of Cups, yes. Again in reverse. The Three of Cups, when working with other people, you're upset over something that causes you or the others a lot of anxiety. Probably you. There's something causing your anxiety when you work with other people, and because of it, this energy of I am right, I am I am the leader comes out. You'll hear Tia playing in the background. She's got a squeaky toy. Like I said, is causing you to roar instead of take your patience, be patient, and look into the situation when you're working with others. Something is causing you to just roar up and take the lead instead of listening to others and listening to, you're not taking the time to listen to yourself or to others. And that's Leo's thing. I mean, Leo is usually take charge type of person. All right, what is the source of this wound? And yes, it can be a wound. It can be, it's good, but it's also bad sometimes when you don't allow others. It can cause a rift in your relationships because you just aren't willing to listen to others. You don't want to, well, they can't be right. I'm right. It's the Leo in you. So this wound is caused by somebody close to you. A beloved. Let's get some clarification on this beloved. A working class, socialite, innkeeper, shop owner. And maybe somebody close to you is a shop owner, a socialite, working class, innkeeper, lives in the city. Let's get more on this beloved. And I love this card. It's beautiful. I'm sorry if the light is funky. Let's get more on this beloved. The person who caused this inner wound, for Leos to just be on edge whenever they're working with others. Professional, collector, a hobbyist, a model. Maybe one of your parents, maybe a role model was one of those things. Take one more. One more. Fertility, children, infertility, loss, illegitimacy. Maybe a parent. You're illegitimate. Maybe this is how you behave with your children because you want them to listen. Maybe your parent was this way because they lost another child. Maybe there was a sibling that you had that died. Oh, I'm very sorry. What is Leo hiding from themselves? What is Leo hiding from themselves? Oh my. How this affects you. The 11th house, your community. It affects how you interact with others, obviously. 3 of Cups, 8 of Swords. It's really having a serious effect on your communication and your ability to, how you're seen by others. How you interact with others. How you're not able to be yourself when you're around people that you want to be a part of or want to be around you. It makes it difficult. What is Leo not seeing? What is Leo not seeing? What is Leo not seeing because of this wound? What is Leo not seeing because of this wound? What is Leo? Oh, there we go. Perception. Your perception on the situation. Oh. Look to feelings rather than logic to move the situation forward. Notice any strange responses to anxiety, touchy personal defenses, nepotism, xenophobia, subjectivity, or insecurity, either in your motivation or in those around you. Tend to the fear that lies underneath these behaviors. Can we get some more clarification on what Leo's not seeing? Their perception in this. It came out in the reverse, the Tower. Not everything is bad since it came out in reverse. Not every situation that you're seeing as bad is actually bad. I mean, look at the lesson that is, you know, instead of that cringy quote of, look at the positive, look at the bright side. A lot of cringy quotes. Look at the lesson that is trying to teach you instead of seeing the bad in it. When something bad happens, say, what is it trying to teach me? What lesson is there in it? What, whenever the anxiety comes up, stop and ask yourself, you're not seeing the chance that you get to stop and ask yourself, okay, what is this lesson trying to teach me? Why am I having the anxiety? What is cause of it? What can I do to stop it? What can I do to bring it down, de-escalate? What else? What other perceptions? The Lovers. In reverse. There's a situation that, again, not everything is black and white. Just love and hate. Maybe somebody out there is seeing their soulmates as do or die. Your perception of your soulmate. A lot of people will get karmic relations and soulmates confused. And I'm not telling anybody how to see their thing, but a lot of times karmic relationships are different from soulmates. Soulmates are just some people who are in your life for a second. Some people are in your life for a season. Some people are in your life forever. And we want to make the person stay forever, when in actuality they should only be there long enough to learn a lesson, or long enough to just to have an interaction with. And we need to stop seeing the people that we have the interactions that we're meant to have interactions with as our ride or dies. Perceptions. Any other perceptions? The Empress. Creativity. Motherhood. One of my dogs is moaning. You could have a view on a perception of a parent of a female energy, and you need to let go of it and learn more about this female energy so that you can see them from a different angle, such as me and my mom. It took me a long time to realize that she was the narcissist in the relation, my parents' relationship. And whenever I realized that, a lot of things started falling into place, but I also started hating her. And I've realized now that I still love her, and I miss the relationship that we used to have before I realized she was a narcissist. However, I also realized that it's not a healthy one, and I see her as a human now. I don't see her as, a long time I saw her as my mom. I saw her as the only person who could take care of me. I saw her as, there's a spider making a very beautiful web in front of me, and the sun is just highlighting it, and it's going back and forth to make its little webby design. It's very amazing. And whenever it goes back to the center of the web, it just rests there. Anyway, my relationship with my mom now is, I see her as a human being. Instead, I see her as my mom, but she is no longer she is no longer my hero. She is no longer perfect. She is an individual with her own flaws, her own history, her own generational traumas, her own life. She is a human being. She has flaws. She has, I can forgive her for all the things that she did to me. And I'm not saying that everybody needs to forgive their parents out there. Some parents did some really horrible, horrible things to their kids. And forgiveness is difficult. I just chose to forgive my mom because it was something I needed to do. I needed to let go of it because whenever I die, and I don't want to be reborn. And so to do that, I think that I need to forgive all of the people who have harmed me in my life so that I can let go of it and have no connections. And if I do come back, I want 0 connections. I want all fresh connections. I want everything to be totally, completely new. Or I don't want to be reborn at all. I just don't want to come back. But I see her as a new person. I see her as an individual. I see her as having her own individuality from me. She is not just my mom. She is a mother. She's a daughter. She's And like I said, her own generational traumas, and I have my own generational traumas, and my children have their own generational traumas. Because the universe above, I was not as a people pleaser, I had issues with raising my own children. So anywho, to let go of this anxiety with working with others, you need to let go of this trauma bond with, this female energy that raised you. And not all female, like I said, not all female energy is man or woman. It is an energy. So, what qualities is Leo projecting? Or not qualities. Yeah, no. What qualities are Leo projecting? Yeah. What qualities are Leo projecting? What qualities is Leo projecting? Cancer, immersion. If you're in need of parenting yourself, reach out to the Divine Mother and Father. Once you feel fed by Spirit, it becomes easier to accept the ordinary human limitations of the people around you. Crabs are hard on the outside, but soft and squishy on the inside. Remember that the very defenses you think will keep you safe may actually keep important people out. Soften your shell. So you're being pretty tough on the outside. You're showing everyone your roar. When you can, it is safe to show them your soft side. It is. And I get this card quite often too, so. Where does Leo need support and guidance? Where does Leo need support and guidance? Where does Leo need support and guidance? That one's trying to come out. Nurturing. So again, Leo, wow, you're roaring a lot. You just roar. That softening, the nurturing. Two of Swords. You feel like you're being torn in two directions, and you need to pick the softer one. And that's where you need guidance. So maybe whenever you're making decisions or making choices, you get crotchety and you need some help making your decisions. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay, hey, do you like this shirt better than this one? Do you think that I look, does this one make me look fatter? Watch out asking that question though, because you might get the answer. I'm gonna take the Fool. It jumped out there. Making new choices. Stepping out, doing new things. Nurture yourself in that. Allow yourself to do new things. Allow yourself to try new things, including trying new feelings. Trying to allow yourself to feel those feelings when you're doing the thing. Such as me watching the spider. Allowing myself to feel the beauty of it. Allowing myself to just sit here. Hi. Hello, Calypso. Yes, and feeling, feeling. Oh my goodness, hi Tia. Hello. Ow. You want to say hi? Okay. Hi there. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, enjoying the moment. And sorry again, I do my readings in the mornings, and my allergies are really bad. I do not like the state of my allergies. My body hates the state that I live in. I'd like to move. But when your house is paid off, you sit still. But allowing yourself to enjoy and just sit in the moment and feel the feelings, such as irritation of being cut off by my dogs. I usually just try to laugh it off, and yeah, that was a bit irritating. I like my mornings to myself, and allowing yourself to just feel it instead of trying to cover it up. That is new. That might be new to you. Allowing yourself to feel. I'm going to take one more. The Devil. Is there, maybe you need to nurture the devil in you. Maybe you need to let your anger out. Maybe you need to find ways to nurture your anger like me. Figure out ways to figure out how to express your anger in a healthy manner. Speak up for yourself. Maybe that's what you're having problems with, is you are holding it all in instead of expressing it. How to get on the elliptical and allow yourself to just focus on all the things that you're angry about, or at the gym when you're lifting weights, and just focus on all of the anger and frustration and just let it out. After my divorce, I took a year hiatus and I had no contact with anybody, and just screamed it out. I would get on the elliptical and just go for hours and just scream and cry and allow all of those thoughts to come to the surface and just get it the F out of your body. My favorite book is The Body Keeps the Score. And whenever I'm in doubt, I go back to it and read that and just get it out. Just cry, scream, hit some safely. Find something to hit, like a punching bag. The physical, trisomatics, things like that. Express the anger. Let it out. Because when you hold it in, your body it has to go somewhere in your body, and it's going to go there if you don't get it out. So what are the next steps to moving forward? What steps does Leo need to take to move forward? What steps? I'll take 3 cards. What steps does Leo need to take to move forward? There's 1, 2, and 1 more. I'm gonna take this one. My favorite card. My dogs didn't like the tarot reading that I did for them. You can see that they chewed it off. All right, so authority, pinnacle, and resources. I'll read these all for you. So 48 steps that you can take. Are you're being asked to step up and take on the next level of personal authority. It's hard to build something without a clear blueprint. So look at your definition of a strong leader and decide whether you need to amend it. Remember how you felt as a kid about your parents, the school principal, priests, police, and teachers, and observe whether they used their responsibility wisely and encouraged you to develop yours, or whether you needed to rebel to be safe. Notice your relationship to the concept of divine authority and investigate if it was something to be feared, ignored, or expanded. Did it offer you safety and refuge? These patterns affect both how you react to outside authority and what you expect from yourself as a parent, professional, or leader. Sort between the traits that worked and those not worth emulating. Deconstruct assumptions about authority that no longer serve you. Authority is no longer what other people carry. It is what you are developing within yourself. Take responsibility for healing old wounds around empowerment and create new blueprints. If needed, tell off someone who abused their authority, either in person, in therapy, or in a letter you burn and release. Get the training and certification you need. Create a mental collage of good role models, people who lead in a way that empower others. Create a clear picture of a competent, responsible, lovable, and empowering authority. Step into that role and be that pillar in your community and family with confidence. Do the midheaven, pinnacle. Inventory your professional reputation and ask what you can do to strengthen it. Update your website. Look at your definition of success and make sure it is your own. Actually makes you happy and is not one you have inherited from your family or mentors. Think about the training you've received from these authorities and notice where it still serves you and where you need to release their preconceptions and step into something bigger. You may need to go back to hidden dreams or reawaken an ambition that may not make sense to anybody else. If you choose not to seek your sense of accomplishment as reflected in the outside world, your midheaven can speak of a quieter sense of personal authority. This is your life. Define the mountaintop for yourself. Take a next step in that direction. And 40, the second house. Oh, explore how you feel about money. So many people on the spiritual path have mixed feelings about it, their bodies and possessions, drawn to abundance and at the same time wrestling with guilt or discomfort around desire. This approach avoidance conflict around the material world can make it hard to focus your efforts, and it may send out mixed messages until the universe doesn't know how to respond to help you. The second house asks you to build a clear and congruent message about your relationship to your resources that you can stand behind with integrity. Matter is our sacred vessel for spirit. Explore your attitude towards your first resource, your own body and sensuality. Look for that place of balance where you honor and respect your physical form as well as the importance of the soul that inhabits it. Invest your energy toward what you value. This is where you can be a resource to others, and this is where you can get paid. Clean up your act in the material world, clean closets, pay bills, deal with other practical things that might appear mundane but can be a sacred act of aligning the soul to the surroundings. Integrity creates a welcoming ground for bounty. Come up with a clear, integrated message to radiate out and then back that up with action. All right, let's go with a message. Let's get a message for Leo to end this. Let's get a message for Leo to end this. No, this. Let's get a message to end this. All right, there we go. conclusions are within reach. The full moon eclipse. I'll read that for you. And just like that, a door slams shut. If you've pulled this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking about is to reach a peak or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you're experiencing now is what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that it's the right time, as hard as it might be. Forgiving someone for what they did could be key to resolving the situation in a positive way. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases it so you can move on. All right, if you like it, leave a like or not. It's whatever, because I don't like liking things because it will mess with my algorithm, and I really like it whenever the universe offers me new videos so that, you know, the messages come through clear. However, I do appreciate you being here, and if you want to like or subscribe and follow me, I do appreciate it. Thank you very much.